Hey everybody, welcome to Heat My Shorts. Hope you're all doing well today. This is episode 2 of flying across England. I'm gonna have a seat and let's get ready to hit the skies. Today we're back at Porthtowan Airfield near St. Agnes, Cornwall in southwest England. This private airstrip doesn't have an official ICAO code, but the simulator has listed it as Echo Golf Tango Mike. Porthtowan is usually known by its location identifier, Golf Bravo 0060. We are ready for departure from runway 03 in our Cessna 172. Today's flight will take us 21 nautical miles farther northeast at a heading of 036 for 18 minutes or so to Roserrow Airstrip near Polzeth and Padstow, Cornwall. The airport code for Roserrow in the simulator is Echo Golf Quebec Oscar. It doesn't have an actual ICAO code. Its location identifier is Golf Bravo 0471. Our plan is to land runway 07 and taxi to parking. Local time in Porthtowan is currently 3:30 p.m. or half past 1500 hours. We are on live weather and traffic. Scattered clouds with 21 knot crosswind blowing in from the east. Temperature is currently 23 degrees Celsius. Let's head outside for a quick walk around before departure. Our 172, same one we flew in last time. We're gonna stick with this aircraft for I think looks like 12 or 13, no, not 12 or 13 episodes, something like that. All of southwest England. So we got Lizzie in the cargo compartment in the back, sitting patiently, ready for takeoff. So let's head back to the inside. Now there is a bit of a strong crosswind today, so hopefully that doesn't give us any trouble. I actually did have to reconfigure our flight for today, change both of our runways for today just because of the strong winds, so hopefully it doesn't give us any trouble. Let's release our parking brake, and our flaps are already set. Hope you enjoy the flight.
Echo Golf Tango Mike traffic shorts 812 taking off runway tree straight out departure.
Quite a strong crosswind. Okay, not too bad. Actually felt like we were pretty close to that office there. We're airborne. Oh wow. Oh, it is windy. You can really feel that. Get our lights turned off. And we are already aligned with our course, headed in the right direction. So I'm going to engage our autopilot, turn it to nav mode, Set our altitude for, let's go, oh wow. ,4,000 feet, and the vertical speed of, let's give it 400. 400 feet per minute, that is. Let this thing settle into its course. And we're gonna do something different today, because I tried to find some new interesting facts about the Cessna 172, but I really wasn't able to come up with a whole lot. And seeing as we're gonna have this plane for quite some time, I don't know if I can stretch our aircraft learning sessions for 14 episodes. I should have done one fact per flight kind of a thing. So I decided to give you some specs, some numbers on our pilot profile, because we actually have crossed some pretty substantial milestones in the last week or so. So here we go. Our pilot profile for HeatMyShorts on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 has now accumulated 1,000 flight hours. We have an A grade on all 52 landing challenges included with the game, plus 4 that were add-ons. We've completed all 22 standard bush trips and 1 add-on without any navigation assistance. All flight training has been completed with an A grade as well. 43 lessons with the stock version of the flight simulator and 2 add-ons. Those are just flight training lessons of all sorts. We've flown 349,000 kilometers, which is 216,858 miles, or 188,444 nautical miles. We've landed at 776 different airports, completed a 300 plus mile flight with all 20 stock aircraft of the simulator. We've landed at the shortest airstrip in the world, which is Saba Island, the steepest runway in the world, which is Courchevel, and the epic airport in Lukla with a short sloped runway surrounded by mountain walls and a steep cliff. I've completed 100% of this simulator, and it's time to save up for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Let's quickly check this. Now I will give you a couple of speed specs for this aircraft while we're here. Maximum speed of the Cessna 172 is 302 kilometers per hour, 187 miles per hour, or 163 knots at altitude. Cruise speed is 229 kilometers per hour, which is 142 miles per hour, or 124 knots. And the stall speed is 89 kilometers per hour, or 55 miles per hour, or 48 knots with flaps in landing configuration. Let's get back to flying. I suppose we could have a look around outside. this yoke is hidden. There we go. Doing about halfway through today's leg of the journey. Under 10 knots to our destination. Just under 7 minutes remaining, according to our Garmin ETE there. How we doing, Lizzie? Hey? How we doing, Lizzie? Wanna come say hello? Hey, why don't you come say hello? Come here, Lizzie. You don't want to? Come here. Huh. I'll pet you if you come here. She doesn't want to. And there's our 4,000 feet leveled off. This back to 0. I have figured out that it is the squeak. I'm talking about the squeak here. This chair squeaks between the seat and the frame, not the frame and the floor. I wasn't sure about that before, but I had a look at it the other day and gave it some intentional squeaks. So now I know where to start looking to fix the problem, at least. Because I did kind of retrofit this onto an old cut-in-half kitchen chair, so it's not meant for this, but it works quite well. Let's dial back our speed, and actually let's descend. I know we just reached 4,000 feet, but we're getting pretty close to our destination here. I need to actually see what our altitude at our destination is. 166 feet. And we are landing 07. 2,200 feet of grass. Alrighty. Let's set this to 1,000 feet altitude and a vertical speed of, let's go minus 600. Add one level, yeah, let's add one level of flaps just to keep our speed down. It's going to be a bit difficult to spot this airstrip just because it's a little grass airstrip. I seem to remember that the color distinguishes it. I think it's kind of a golden grass as opposed to a green grass. Pull back our speed a little bit more. And keep an eye out for our airstrip. 3.6, so we're pretty much straight in. Let's bring up our VFR map. I'm not sure why I didn't choose any of the larger airstrips around. Yeah, there's one there and there, or airports, not just airstrip. What am I looking at here? Yeah, it doesn't show much on there. Something there. I don't know what that is, but there's something. Alright. 2.2 nautical miles. I suppose we should alert the radios. GB-0060 is the heading. 107, there it is, okay. Thought we chose the wrong airport there, but I was looking at the heading, not the airstrip.
Echo Golf Quebec Oscar traffic shorts 8122 2 miles southwest 2,700 feet inbound to land runway 7.
Let's go 800 feet per minute. Get out of the way. So there's a little pond just beyond Roserrow. Let's go outside and see if we can get a better look at things. And I'm actually gonna, I don't know why our autopilot is still enabled. I think we are actually potentially gonna overshoot. Yeah. I don't see it yet. There it is, directly below us. Okay, I'm gonna circle around.
Echo Golf Quebec Oscar traffic shorts 812 going around.
It's quite windy here as well. I imagine this will give us a bit of trouble on the landing. It's more of a headwind, but still a crosswind. Let's see. Going in from the east. Flaps. Unintentionally raised my voice there. Alright, let's try this again. Where'd it go? That? It might be that. I lost it again. I'm not very good at this sometimes. Oh, there it is. Okay. There's full flaps. Okay, yes, definitely windy here. Where's the road? Where's the runway? Why is the runway bent? Oh well, we're here. Is this it? Yeah, we're aligned on the map here. There's no office. Model our flaps. Is that the office? Okay. I guess we'll taxi over to that shed. It's even hard to turn left because of the strong wind. I'm using only my left brake and it still does not want to turn left. There we go. I guess we'll park in this little clearing. A little more. Yeah. There we go. That's pretty good. Lock it down and shut it down. Cool. I wish this would turn off when I turned off my avionics. Oh well. We're here. Welcome to Roserrow Airstrip. I feel like I'm forgetting something here. Am I forgetting something here? I mean, I know we still need to hang out with Lizzie, but I feel like there's something before that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when I review the footage. See if and what I've forgotten. Why is it so awkward to grab the camera today? Actually, like, a bunch of this video just kind of feels awkward today. I'm not really sure why. Look at that good little doggy, just hanging out behind the pilot's chair. Hey, Lizzie, I kind of wish you'd come over and say hi during the flight. That'd be pretty cool, because people would be able to see you on the camera now. Now that we have that camera up there. Hey, what a good girl. Are you a good doggy, Lizzie? Are you sleepy? Are you lazy today? Okay, well, I guess that's allowed. I guess you're allowed to be lazy. There she is. Just being a good little girl. Look how mature you are, Lizzie. What a good dog. Anyway, get this thing hung up. Back's a little bit sore today. Actually, it has been for the last couple of days, I suppose. That's alright. I do have a bad back, so that's understandable. I hope you've enjoyed this flight, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. For episode 3 of Flying England, we're gonna fly to St. Melian Airstrip, which is appointed Echo Golf Quebec in the simulator. But it's actually Golf Bravo 0488 in real life. I'm not sure why. No, I do actually know why. It's because it doesn't have an ICAO code in real life. But I don't know why they don't use Golf Bravo 0488 in the simulator. I'm not sure about that. Oh well. Have a great day. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for flying along. And thanks for being you. This has been Heat My Shorts with Lizzie and Steve, The Maggie Show. Bye-bye.